road ahead is uncertain, but the end is clear. We are better defended.
Against whom?
Whomever may dare to challenge us. The threat of war looms. The gods have yet to make a man who lacks the patience for absolute power, Your Grace.
What can you tell me about your audition story? What was it like?
Go on.
Well, I didn't audition, darling, you see.
Yeah.
I got offered the role, so it was a big secret.
I've got a story. let me tell you.
So there isn't a story here.
Yeah. Well, you know. No, I just had one screen test, and it was with Kate Rhodes James, who's fabulous and did very well. And yeah, it was the usual sort of cannon fodder, really. Try and do your best, get the lines in the right order.
Well, we had very different experiences. Mine was excruciatingly long. Good few months. I did tape, and then the tape was really strange. I had to do like a slate where you basically usually just say your name, but I had to like zoom in on my eyes and then my nose and like turn. It was very strange. I was like, they're looking for something really specific. I won't hear anything back, and then it was 2 months before I got my recall, and then I got another recall. I met the team and booked it the day of my recall, which is kind of unheard of. Was then thrown in very quickly.
Yeah, and mine was 2 self-tapes. Over a month period, because I'm Australian, I was living back home in Oz, and I did a self-tape, and then a week later I was like, oh, it went well, here's a call back. I did 2 more self-tapes, and then 2 weeks later I got a phone call, and then I had to wait like 4 to 5 months to come over and start shooting, so yeah, it was pretty weird.
Was yours long and drawn out?
Long and drawn out, yes. It went on forever.
Yes. So my one was like this.
Very mysterious.
Yes. So first of all, what happens is they send you a scene, they change all the names, and you just record that, and then.
And they didn't even give you the name of the piece either. They didn't
No.
give me. It was just called this sort of neutral
thing. This thing we're doing. I think so. That was the first stage, and then the next thing I believe was they then send another scene.
So they send an actual scene from
the show. But again, you don't know what
no names or anything.
And then in my case, after I'd done that, I then had a virtual meeting with the 2 showrunners, Ryan and Miguel. The very next day, I did a reading with the casting director. And then there was a couple of weeks, and then they got back and said, oh, they'd like to meet you face to face. So then I did that.
I know you said.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You didn't get that.
I didn't get face to face.
So it was the 2 of us in a room, 3 of us, in a room, talking and about the role and the scenes and so forth. So then we worked on the scene again, and then I remember at the end of that, they said it'll be a couple of weeks. We'll have to send this to LA and so forth. But actually, within a couple of days, I got a call just saying, "You're Lord Corliss," and I went, "Yes." And that process was kind of the same for you, except without the.
Yeah, it was kind of, except for I was in Italy at the time, and it was COVID, really strict rules, and so I couldn't travel, so everything was done by Zoom, except for not by Zoom because I'm rubbish at. I've got very limited technology, and I only had a really crappy mobile phone that was also had a smashed screen. So I'd done all my, I'd recorded all my stuff and tapes, and then actually I did this recording of my audition recording, which I then sent to them. That was because of the nature of my rubbish technology. It was very atmospheric because all the lighting was very. It's rather good, and I actually thought it was quite good, and then I had to. I think so. Well, I thought that they were marvelling at my film skills, not my acting.
And they were like, "No, it's your acting."
But then anyway, and then I did just went on for a long time.
Yeah,
long, really long,
months on end, highs and lows.
Yeah, lows.
Yeah, just mainly lows.
Yeah, there was a bit, I've spoken about this before, but where I finally met Ryan and Miguel for the first time on a Zoom call, and Miguel asked me if I had a wig, and I said, "What do you think, Miguel Sapochnik?" and me and my partner had to sort of fashion something out of some hair extensions that I had. But like proper DIY, can you imagine? And sending that to HBO. Great. So embarrassing. Yeah.
Bearing in mind, we've not seen anyone for, 8 months, 7 months.
This is what my life became.
All the shops are closed.
Yeah.
You can't buy a wig.
Sticking hair to my head and then pretending to be someone else and then sending it to one of the biggest companies in the industry.
Yeah. I'm like, this could go either way.
Yeah, this could go either way. I might not live this down.
Blacklisted.
How long did it take with your hair, makeup, and costume?
I mean,
They would split it, so we would do about an hour in hair and makeup, and hour and a bit.
we had hour 45 calls.
Hour
You just
45.
have no concept of time. It's
No.
like an hour 45 to 2 hours.
What?
Makeup call and
Nah.
Yeah.
Maybe mine changed because I cut my hair.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Fair.
So you'd do that. You'd get in like hair and makeup, and then you'd go in your normal clothes, and then you'd get on set, and it'd take you about 20 minutes to get into your costume and
Yeah.
all that fun stuff.
So like a while.
A while.
Yeah.
Yeah, like extreme and really fundamental, I think, to the character. I had like an amazing time speaking with Amanda and Roz. Just talking about like how that kind of relationship, for example, again with this like emblem of Targaryenism, this like blonde hair, how that relationship changes as she does throughout the series.
Hour and a half.
Bit longer for his nibs.
Yeah.
About 3 hours.
At least, won't it?
Yeah. You just think they're going to bang a wig on your head and that's it, glue it down a bit and you stroll out, but it's not that simple.
And also the final one, like how did you both kind of get into character for the project?
The usual stuff, really. As much sort of detailed work as you can beforehand, and you immerse yourself in the context of the thing, and then, throw caution to the wind.
Yeah, different. It depended for different scenes as well. As an actor, I struggle sometimes with the less dramatic stuff. Really, that's the toughest stuff for me to do. Is the just more formal stuff, but the dramatic stuff doesn't seem to be as difficult. But you just take every day and each scene as it comes, really, and give it what it needs.
Yeah. Gods. Kings. Fire. And blood. Dreams didn't make us kings. Dragons did.